dignitaries, respected faculty members, and all the fellow students. It is a great privilege to welcome you all to the induction program for first year B.Pharm, direct second year B.Pharm, and first year D.Pharm students 2024-2025 at Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapeeth's Lokmanya Tilak Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Pune, and Lokmanya Tilak Institute of Pharmacy, Kharghar. Today marks a significant milestone in your academic journey as you step into the world of pharmacy, an exciting and impactful field that holds immense potential for both professional and personal growth. It is with great pleasure that I welcome Honorable Director LTIPS and Campus Director LTIP, respected Registrar LTIPS and LTIP, and respected Principal LTIPS and LTIP. Today, we hope to bring forth to you the opportunities that lie in front of you and how you can groom yourself for the same. Through the informal program organized in the afternoon, we wish to make you feel comfortable with your seniors so that we can start building connections with our peers and mentors, making the transition into the college life smoother and more successful. The induction program aims to ensure that each of us feels supported, informed, and motivated to begin our journey in the field of pharmacy with confidence and enthusiasm. 4 years at the college will equip us with skills, knowledge, and mindset needed to excel in this dynamic and ever-evolving industry. A journey at college will help shape us into capable and responsible pharmacists, ready to contribute to society's health and well-being.
Before we move forward, allow me to take a moment to reflect on the legacy of Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapeeth. Established in 1921, TMV has always stood for empowerment through education. It has been a beacon of knowledge and social responsibility for 103 years. TMV Trust established the colleges in the year of 2020 to lead pharmaceutical education with the ultimate objective of improving national health. At LTIPS and LTIB, we would continue to uphold the values and traditions established by our founders, focusing on academic excellence, ethical responsibility, and a commitment to building healthier society. As students, we are part of this remarkable legacy, and we will carry forward the ideals and values of this institution as we venture into our careers in the pharmaceutical field. Our colleges takes immense pride in offering us the unique opportunity to learn from not just national, but also international speakers during this induction program. By inviting experts from around the world, the LTIPS and LTIB ensures that we are exposed to a wealth of diverse knowledge and global perspectives. This helps broaden our understanding of the pharmacy profession and equip us with valuable insights to excel in our academic and professional journeys. We now begin with our first session for the day, and we are extremely fortunate to have with us Dr. Manoj Zadhav, former student of Dr. Meenakshi Devdhar. He is a translational clinical pharmacologist, the founder and CEO of Isha Therapeutics. Dr. Zadhav is a pioneer in the field of clinical pharmacology, and his expertise bridges the gap between laboratory research and its real-world application in patient care. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
Dr. Zadhav is responsible for strategic, scientific planning, and business functions for the organization. He brings more than 12 years of experience in academic and industry research, pharmaceutical development, and regulatory affairs experience in US and India with small molecules and peptide therapeutics. Before starting this company, he served as the Vice President, Clinical Development and Business Strategy at CRC Pharma, based in Parsippany, New Jersey. He has contributed to several drug development programs across different therapeutic areas. Dr. Zadhav has represented the sponsors at the US FDA for several pre-IND meetings at the Division of Anti-Infectives, Cardiovascular, Renal Products, CNS, Dermatology, Pharmaceutical Quality, Oncology, etc. He is a trained clinical pharmacologist with extensive experience in planning, designing, execution, and interpretation of clinical studies, prospective, retrospective, interventional, and observational in the area of cancer, cardiovascular, and infectious diseases. He was part of a successful team which developed the first Indian liposomal amphotericin B, which is launched in Indian market. Dr. Zadhav has over 25 peer-reviewed publications, co-edited a book, and has made numerous posters, and oral presentations internationally. He received his PhD in pharmaceutics from Bombay College of Pharmacy and KEM Hospital at the University of Mumbai, India, and did his postdoctoral fellowship at the Colleges of Pharmacy and Medicine at University of Florida, Gainesville, Florida. Dr. Zadav sir will be addressing all of us today. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
Into science, but will give you some basic concepts or fundamentals which you need to know. Being a pharmacy student, right, and being a promising pharmacy professional. So first of all, as I said in the beginning, you have taken the right step and being part of a noble profession, which is pharmaceutical sciences / pharmacy, you can call it. And this, as you will navigate in next 4 years of your study, you will be learning some fundamentals of drug development, is how an efficient drug development can be done, and to develop a rational and safe and efficacious drug, the fundamentals which you will be studying right from first year to fourth year of your bachelor's in pharmacy studies. And as you will continue learning, this curriculum will train you to be an all-rounder. When I say all-rounder, you would be exposed to different disciplines of pharmacy. You would be learning different subjects, right from anatomy, physiology to pharmacology to biochemistry and pharmaceutics. So variety of exposure you will be having in coming years. And my recommendation to you all young students would be, this is the best time of your life to explore and create the best possible future for your own self. And therefore, the more inquisitive and curious you are, right from the beginning of your studies, I believe you can become a very good scientist prospectively. And as somebody in the beginning expressed that you are starting your journey, some of the key things where you being a pharmacist would be responsible for. Here I have listed few of those for you. You would be playing an important role understanding and clarifying to your end user, which is patient, the purpose of medicine, why you take any medicine. And best wishes to all of you for your wonderful and bright studies. Work very hard, 15, 18 hours in a day, and believe me, 10 years from now you would remember that, wow, if I could spend 15 hours in a day, you would automatically...
Time for us. This session is now open for question and answer series. So please kindly ask your questions.
The drug development process is so costly, and how can the cost can be reduced?
Good question. The cost cannot be reduced because it involves a lot of stakeholders and experts across the spectrum, right from basic research to non-clinical. Cost can be reduced. Suppose that 3 billion or 2 to 3 billion cost I am talking about. If you are developing it in US context, but it can be developed at a cheaper cost in Indian context, because as the human experts are relatively available at a cheaper cost, and local resources can be used, we can reduce the cost. And therefore I want you to become evolved scientists so that we can develop drugs at a reduced cost. But for that, we need a special mindset to innovate and not just cut copy paste. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, sir, for such an incredible talk. I had a question that how do you see AI and technology shaping the future of pharmacy?
Absolutely. You have to adapt to the AI as soon as you can. And pharmacy, let me put it in a broader context of drug development. These days, the drug development has become exponentially faster by using variety of different AI-enabled tools. But remember, the AI-driven tools which can act as a catalyst to speed up the drug development. But this is how I call it as AI in action, but human in command. Human brain has to be at the forefront, but you should be able to utilize these AI-enabled tools to expedite the drug development.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. So my question is, what challenges do pharmacists face while developing a drug?
See, pharmacist. So your question is what kind of challenges a pharmacist can face, right?
Yes.
Yeah. See, I think challenges in drug development are for all. It's not for pharmacists, But pharmacists can play an important role in developing rational, safe, and efficacious drugs. So challenges are there depending on what kind of setup you are working with. If you are working in industry, the challenges are less on the finances, but if you are in academic research institute doing structured science, you may lack some of the resources and equipments and at times grants to do your structured research. But the good part in those situations is to write good research grants around some very novel research projects so that in an academic setup you can keep on moving up in the ladder. So that's what I said. If you are a good student, you have good ideas, your teachers and you can work together to write some grants for funding. And if you have good funding, you can do good research.
Hello, sir. Good morning. Sir, my question is, what are some recent breakthroughs in drug development that have changed the field? So, am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you. The classical example was that mRNA vaccine. In COVID-19, what we saw was it was a breakthrough discovery which led to saving lives of millions of people globally. Another breakthrough, I can give you an example of the drugs which are developed by Novo Nordisk for treatment of diabetes and reducing obesity. Ozempic and Wegovy are their names. These are, coming out to be very important drugs in treating lifestyle diseases. So there are several breakthroughs, but these are the two examples which are coming to my mind as we speak.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Manoj Jadhav, sir, for such an enlightening and thought provoking session. Your insights on the concepts of drug development and the ethics and values you inferred in us will surely help us make informed decisions in our future ventures. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So shall I log out, madam?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, ma'am. No, thank you. Good luck to everybody and good day to you now. Bye.
All to the induction program. I humbly request all the dignitaries to take their seats on the dais.
We are privileged to have with us Honorable Director, LTIPS, and Campus Director, LTIP Khargar, Dr. Pranati Tirak Ma'am, whose vision and commitment to educational excellence continues to inspire all of us. Let us welcome Dr. Pranati Tirak Ma'am with a warm round of applause. Welcome, ma'am, once again. Now I request respected Dr. Meera Deshmukh ma'am to present Honorable Dr. Tirak ma'am with a token of appreciation and gratitude. Thank you, ma'am. We are now pleased to welcome our next guest speaker, Dr. Dayanand Kannur, Professor, Indira College of Pharmacy, Pune. I request respected Principal, LTIPS, Dr. Meenakshi Devdar ma'am to present sir with a bouquet. Please, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Now, we move on to a traditional and symbolic part of our ceremony, the light ceremony, the lamp lighting ceremony, which marks the beginning of your journey. The light of knowledge, wisdom, and learning shall guide you throughout your time here. I now invite all the dignitaries to proceed for the lamp lighting ceremony. Now I call upon Mohini and Shweta to present well.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Mohini and Shweta. It is now my honor to introduce Honorable Director, LTIPS Dr. Pranati Tirak. Is a distinguished leader and a visionary educator. She is the fifth generation of the renowned Tirak family and has carried on their legacy with immense grace and distinction. Honorable Madam holds a PhD in Management Studies and has also been honored with a D.Lit. She has earned degrees from reputed educational institutes in India, the UK, and the USA. And she has expertise in the field of management, interior design, journalism, marketing, and school leadership. She is recognized in the World Book of Records London as event director for mass sporting event. Dr. Pranati Tirak's achievements extend to international recognition, notably at the British Parliament building in London, where she was honored by the nobles of Commonwealth nations for her invaluable contributions to promoting social and educational awareness. Dr. Pranati Tirak has recently published a book titled Legendary Lokmanya, which was released by renowned author and philanthropist Srimati Sudhamurthy. The book contains concise and crisp information about important milestones from Lokmanya's life, along with some rare, never seen before photos. A wise leader adapts to the changing world, expanding her organization through innovation and progress. Similarly, she has been instrumental in the expansion of Tirak Maharashtra Vidyapeeth into newer avenues of education. She has established several colleges and a school under her leadership, and she is known for her strong focus and resilience in taking up any new projects. She has been honored with over 45 awards both on the national and international stages, a testament to her outstanding contribution in various fields. These reflect not only her expertise but also the global impact of her work. Dr. Pranati Tirak exemplifies excellence both in India and abroad. In addition to her numerous awards, her intellectual proficiency is evident in her extensive research portfolio. She has authored over 60 publications showcasing her dedication to advancing knowledge on both national and international journal platforms. Her commitment to research and the dissemination of valuable insights has undoubtedly contributed significantly to her standing as a respected figure in academia and beyond. While she is known to have an iron will, Dr. Pranati Tirak is also a leader who shows kindness and compassion to her team. She is popular among her team members and her fair and ethical practices. She is constantly looking for ways to provide better educational opportunities to her student and the institute. She is a go-getter with a tried mind, forthrightness, candor, and a gratifying commitment to service. She is a role model for many, and her contribution to education are indeed commendable. I humbly invite Dr. Pranati Tirak ma'am to address us all. Her vision and guidance are instrumental in shaping the future of this institution. Please, ma'am.
A very good morning to everybody. Thank you for the kind introduction. Respected dignitaries on the dais, guests for today, staff members, and the most important part of the audience today, dear students. First of all, I'd like to welcome you all to Tirak Maharashtra Vidyapit and to the pharmacy college as well. You all are a part of now it is a 104-year institution. So I'm sure you all are aware of the legacy that this institution carries as well. And let me tell you that I know for sure it was not an easy process for you all to get into the institution. You all have worked very hard during your 12th standard as well to get into the college that you are here today. So we are happy to have you all here and welcome. I would like you all to applaud each other and let's just have a round of applause for everybody. Just to tell you a little bit about the history, I don't need to tell you about the great man Lokmanya Tirak, and I am married into the 5th generation of Lokmanya Tirak's family. So it was even when we were under the British rule. Right now, you all must be knowing one of the greatest vaccine producers of the world, largest vaccine producers of the world is in India, and it is in Pune. Do you all know the name of the company? Correct. So this is after we have got independence. This is after we are functioning on our own. This is after we have our own government. But I would just like to tell you all an incident from Lokmanya Tirak's life. Lokmanya Tirak had proposed that we have an institution for developing vaccines in India. And this was way before we got independence. So he had he got some information from Mumbai about how vaccines are prepared. And right now, you all are all informed. If you all think back to the COVID times, okay, we were all given two choices for vaccines. One was Covaxin and one was Covishield. There were some people who were reluctant to take the vaccine as well. How many of you have met such people who were reluctant to take the vaccine? I was one of them. Anybody else? Why was that? Because despite the fact that we are so well informed, we are so well educated, we know how vaccines work, we weren't sure because it all happened in a very short span of time. So imagine right now we have information at our fingertips. You just have to touch Google and you will get the answers, not the right ones all the time, but you will get the answers that you are looking for most of the times. So then people didn't have access to this kind of information. So when Lokmanya proposed that we have a vaccine producing facility in India, there was a lot of resistance because people didn't know what they're going to be injected with. They didn't know whether, if it was in the form of drops, then even then what are we taking? So he gathered all the information from Mumbai. He started talking to people about it as well. And he also wrote an article in Kesari informing people about the benefits of a vaccine and the benefits of modern medicine. Now all of you are students of modern medicine, right? Or traditional medicine? You all are awake? Everybody? Yes? Okay. So you all are all students of modern medicine? Yes? So it was a big block for the people then to understand because traditionally they would be taking, some sort of, let's say remedies from the kitchen whenever somebody had a fever. Right now we have access to crocin, any other paracetamol that we want. Back then, we didn't have that kind of access, and people were not informed. They didn't even know whether this was the right thing to do. If I'm taking something, if I'm eating something, I don't know what's going to happen to my body. It was that kind of, because they didn't have that kind of information. Okay, so back then Lokmanya proposed why I'm telling you is I just have to inform you about the history of the institution that you are here. He had proposed to have a manufacturing facility for vaccines in India. That proposal didn't go through for various reasons. For that, you will have to read Lokmanya Tilak's life story, which I'm sure some of you will during your span of 4 years over here. Now, let's get to why you are here. How many of you are here for a 4-year degree? I hope you all are here for a 4-year degree. I hope you all complete all those years. Listen, please don't be scared. How many of you are here to get your degree? Let's put it that way. Is there anybody here who doesn't want a degree? Right? So you are here for your 4 years, correct? Am I right? Okay. Now, you have to, why is it that you are here? How many of you want to excel in your classes? How many of you want to do well, get good marks, perform well? It's okay, nobody's going to judge you on this. The rest of you, okay, 40-50% okay? Is that what you all are aiming for? Okay. I think you all are a bit shy today. It's the first day and you all are being bombarded with questions. So what I want to tell you is that these 4 years are going to be the most formative years of your life. So far you all have been in schools. So far you all have been protected by your parents. So far you all have been pretty much living in a, let's say like a safe cocoon, because you have had friends whom you've known probably since school. You've had friends whom where you've grown up in the same society or in the same probably apartment. Your parents have been your mentors so far. Your parents have been guiding you. Maybe your tuition teachers a little bit as well. So in 11th and 12th you are moved out from your comfort zone from the school into a college. But in 11th and 12th, again, you all were given a lot of exposure to different things. Now, when you move from your comfort zone to a different environment, you take some time to adjust. Am I right? Yes, you took some time to adjust to the new schedule. You took some time to adjust to the new routine. Probably 11th standard went in bunking classes, going to cafes or watching movies. I don't know what you all do now, but this is what probably you all did. And then in 12th standard you all realized, oh, we have to appear for the exam. So you all geared up and started studying again, correct? So now what is going to happen is, since you all have chosen pharmacy, which is, I would say, one of the competitive programs that we have to offer, you will be facing probably a much more rigorous schedule. You will be having practicals, you will be having classes which you all have to attend, otherwise you will miss out on the knowledge. When you move into a professional program, it is different. Every class is important. There is a timetable and a syllabus set for a reason. So I won't say that don't enjoy yourself, I won't say that don't have fun, but at the same time don't deviate too much from your entire program, from your schedule. First of all, one advice that I would like to give all of you is, always think of the company that you are in. If you'll make new friends, you all have had your own set of friends so far. Now that you all are encountering new people, you will make new friends as well. So when you start moving with your new friends, you will get into a group. Probably some of you will, gravitate together. At that time, probably it will be fun once or twice when they say, okay, let's miss this lecture, Anyways, that teacher is very boring, yeah. The faculty members, sorry, but this is, you all know how college students think. Anyways, that teacher is very boring, yeah, let's bunk that lecture. Or no, principal madam is there, no, I haven't done this, so I won't go to college only today. Because, principal madam is very strict and she's very particular about the academics as well. So that Meenakshi madam, they will come to know along the way also. So probably these are the fears that you all will have in mind. You will probably think that this is all wrong. Why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why is the principal so strict? Why are the faculty members so particular? That is because they are invested in you. That is because the faculty members care for your future. That is because they want you to get into a discipline. They want you to get into a routine. Good morning. Are you awake? You finish yawning? Okay. So that is because they want you to get into a routine. That is because they want you to succeed. Just think that for y'all, it's the first year, probably only once in your life. For them, every year is first year. For them, every year is second year. For them, every year is third year. And the graduation batch. So they are investing equal amount of dedication, passion, energy, efforts into all these batches just for your benefit. They will get behind you, they will ask you to submit assignments on time, they will ask you to attend classes, they will pull you up if you do not attend practicals. It is not for their benefit. It is not for the good of the college. For the college, it is okay, it is very easy to say this person hasn't attended classes. But again, they want good students to pass out. They want students who have probably inculcated all the right things so that they are ready for the professional world. How many of you have parents or maybe, your uncles, aunts, your older brothers, sisters who work? Put your hands up. I'm 40 plus, I can't see very well. Put your hands up clearly. Okay. So now you tell me, yeah, that's fine, thanks. Now you tell me how many of them go one day or they come back half day, the next day, the day after that they say, no, I want to go for a picnic. How many of them do that? Not a single hand up. Why is that? That is because they have disciplined their minds. You think all of us sitting over here don't want to take a day off? All of us want to take a day off. All of us want a day wherein, probably I just want to sit at home, I want to relax, I want to go somewhere else. But at the same time, they will all be present here. Why? That is for you. It is an investment for them because they have taken your responsibility. So I understand that along the way, why I am telling you all these things right now is because you will be facing these from probably the next month itself. Because you always start with your schedule of classes and practicals and everything. And when a teacher pulls you up, when a teacher asks you, why haven't you done this? When a teacher calls you to her desk and asks you, where is your assignment? Why haven't you submitted it? Don't think of it in a way wherein, what is the problem? I'll see. Don't think of it in that way. It is for your own benefit. And you can talk to some of the fourth year students as well if you want, as to what they were when they were in the first year and what they are when they go out and graduate from the fourth year. Okay. Secondly, how many of you are clear? Now I saw some set of hands going up when I asked them about who wants to excel. Remember, this is your focus. Excellence is not just limited to academics. You will be given an opportunity over here. You are, luckily you all are in the university premises. You all are not just one college restricted to just your set of, students. So when you are in a university, you will be presented with different opportunities. We have a cultural fest. We also have sports programs. We have certain debate competitions. We have poster making competitions. Right now is the time when you give it your best. So probably you've grown up thinking, I'm not very good at art. It's okay. It's a group activity. Participate. At least you get the pleasure of trying something new. This is the age wherein you have to keep an open mind and keep learning. You have to grab any opportunity that comes your way because you don't really have any other responsibilities. You don't have children to think about. You don't have to manage their school. You don't have a house to run right now. This is the age wherein you can thrive, you can learn, and you can excel, and you can find your own niche at the end of these 4 years. So whatever opportunities come your way, take them. You have to be able to say, yes, I tried it. It's okay if I didn't like it, but I've done it. And most of your faculty members, you will find that they have done similar things in college before they probably got into the professional route. It is very important. Second thing, how many of you exercise every day? Faculty members as well. If you all do, you all can put your hands up. How many of you used to exercise in school? Some form of exercise, some sports activity, right? Now, why I am telling you, exercise is an essential part of your routine. Why? Because right now you all are thriving, you all are in your teens, you all are in your 20s, this is when you have the maximum energy. But again, that, physical activity or anything, you want to go for a walk, you want to go for a trek, you want to probably just, girls do a lot of Zumba and Pilates also now, you want to go to the gym, inculcate at least half an hour to 45 minutes of some form of activity every day. This is the, we keep depositing money in the bank. Why? For the future. This is what you're going to be depositing for the future, because once you move into the professional life, your stress levels are going to get high. And that is when, if you have invested in a healthy body, automatically you will be blessed with a healthy mind. So that is when you will be taking these rewards from whatever you have invested in yourself right from the beginning. Trust me, I'm talking from experience right now. So that is something that if, probably these students who do exercise every day, try and get in one person or one student from this batch, chalo, we'll do it together. Or if you all are going, you have plans, you all are probably going for a movie after college or something, walk there. If it's a half an hour walk, or if you have a break, walk in a group around the campus. Do something, do some physical activity, and you will find the benefits. Now, getting more focused about your program, first of all, attending classes is essential. Remember that. That is the first thing you have to follow. Then you have to probably, along with that, because you all will be facing a very rigorous schedule this time, you also have to remember that you have to take some me time. You will be, probably in the first semester, you will be overwhelmed. You will have a lot of things to do, wherein you will have classes, you will have practicals, you will have your new friends, you will have new programs, you will be going out a lot. But at the same time, you have to be able to sit and, probably at the end of the week, analyze what is it that I have achieved in this week. What is it, whether, I have done, given my best to the classes as well. That is something, or whether I have an assignment to submit. I need to finish that before I go out for a movie, before I go out with my friends. Again, it is very essential to learn to say no. If your friends probably are saying, it's okay, I don't want to submit the assignment. It's okay, I'll ask ma'am will give me that much time. We'll ask for more time. Okay, once or twice it's okay. But remember, this is going to go on your record. Once or twice it's fine, but you have to be able to say, no, today I will not come out because I want to finish this in time. It is something that I have decided for myself. It is something that I want. And let them ridicule you. I understand the kind of peer pressure that you have in college. When your friends will say, TK, so now, from now on, we won't call you only. You always say no. Nothing of that sort is going to happen. It is your priorities that you have decided that yes, I will be going out 5 times, but the 6th time, if I know it's going to affect my academics, I will say no. So you have to have the ability to say no as well, and you have to have the ability to put yourself first. Another thing is that now that you all are making new friends, you have to think for yourself whether I am in the right company or no. If I have decided I want to score 80%, and if there are friends, who are once or twice, like I said, it's okay, you go out. But if every time they want you to come up with an excuse for not doing what you are here for, your academics, your studies, you have to think whether you are in the right company or not. You have to think whether this is contributing to my growth, this is contributing to my progress. You have to think in that way wherein, I am here for a reason. I will enjoy myself, I will try new things, but at the same time, my focus is academics. This is what I am here for. How many of you are very clear about what you are here for? Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The rest of you aren't clear, or you all are just bored of putting your hand up? I'll ask you one more time. How many of you are very clear about why you are here? Not too many are clear. Okay. For those of you who are clear, always keep that in mind. Why am I here? What is it that I want to achieve? Can I give you a small exercise? I know not everybody will do it, but at the same time, when you go back home today, write down 5 things as to why you are here. What is it that you want to achieve? What is it that you see yourself doing after 4 years? How do you want to develop your personality? Because trust me, this is the magical time of your life. Even if you say, I want to learn a new skill, it is very possible during your college years. Later on, you probably will have professional constraints, but this, like I said, is your magical time. So you have to write down and then you revisit it. Look at it every time probably when you go back or when you're feeling, a bit lost. Why am I here? That has to keep you on track at all times. You will be, like I said, facing a lot of peer pressure. You will also be, because of that, probably you will lose track of your routine as well a little bit. But ensure that you get a good sleep. Ensure that you eat well. You will be eating out a lot now, but ensure that you eat well. All of this is going to contribute to your well-being. I'm giving you basic tips right now because right now you all are all, yes, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to achieve. But as you progress, things could get a bit, you could get confused because there'll be a lot of things going on. Second thing is, you are here because you are capable of completing this program. You have worked very hard to be here right now. So when you are probably faced with a very heavy schedule, like maybe you've got, I said, practicals, assignments, classes, don't worry too much. Take one day at a time. You don't have to worry too much. You can leave the rest to your teachers. What you have to do is you have to be present here. Get yourself here. That's it. The rest will all go in auto mode. Like you all are functioning, especially this group is functioning on auto mode right now. They're all very sleepy, but yes, we have to sit for the induction. That is why we are sitting here right now. But once you all are here, you all will all be, leave it to the teachers. They will take you through the practicals, through the assignments, through your lectures. So you have to promise yourself that unless and until I'm very ill, unless and until there is an emergency, I will be present in college. Peer pressure again. Like I said, you have to invest in the right kind of friends. Friends who will probably, there is a friend who likes trekking. I have probably never tried trekking in my life. So some of you can get that experience. Okay, if somebody's climbing Siaghad, okay, I'll go along. It's a new opportunity, not by bunking college, maybe on the weekend or whenever you have a holiday. So that is when you will probably get a new experience. There is somebody who wants to go to a music show. Probably you've never attended a music show in your life. I will go along. So these are the kind of experiences that will contribute to an enriching personality. Now, I know I've probably exceeded my time also right now because I can just talk to the students for a very long time. One thing I always touch upon when I always address students in the induction program, remember, you are the most important person in your parents' lives, in your family's life. Probably you have to always remember the kind of investment they have put in to get you here. You have not just, everything hasn't happened automatically. Your parents, your family has taken a lot of effort to get you here as well. Yes, your contribution is 60%, but 40% is by all of the others as well. So, even if you face peer pressure, even if you feel that you have made a very big mistake, what you need to do is you need to open up. You need to talk. Your friends are here to talk to them. You can talk to them. Your faculty members are here. You can talk to them. Because there are a lot of cases wherein students, because of peer pressure, go into a shell. They feel everything is lost for them. Trust me when I tell you this, that most of us sitting here have overcome obstacles which we thought we will never be able to overcome. Which we thought, okay, now this is it. I don't know how to get through this. But all of us are here. We are standing here confidently after we've overcome those obstacles. Why? Because we developed a support system. And that support system gives you confidence. So your faculty members, they are sitting here with a lot of experience. They're sitting here with problems that you are facing right now. They've already faced them. So they will be able to help you out. If your friend, now that you all will get to know each other, if you feel that your friend is going into a shell, if your friend is getting, probably she's not opening up as much, she's not turning up for classes, something is wrong. And as a friend, you can sense it. You can talk to your faculty members about it, saying that I feel there is something happening with him or her. He or she is not like she used to be. I feel we should talk to her, and if she's not opening up to you, the faculty members will take the initiative. Your life is very precious. Remember that at all times. You all know the games that some of the students were playing a while ago. I know one because when my son was in school, blue whale was something that was, going around a lot. And it was a very scary situation. So there are some games which encourage you to take challenges And what is the ultimate step? Louder, louder. Right. So, are you there to enjoy that? Are you there if somebody takes that step? Are you there to enjoy winning that game? No. So, it is not worth it. Always remember, you are very precious. You have to open up, even if you've committed any sort of mistake. It is always, if you talk to people, get the right kind of advice, you change your ways, you will always be able to progress, and with a lot of experience, and you will be able to progress with a lot more confidence. So as we go along, obviously you will be getting more inputs. I know it's a heavy dose for you right at the beginning, but I just try to make practical points, and I hope that you all will remember this as you go along. I wish you all the very best, and I want to see you all shining as brand ambassadors for the college when you graduate and even during your years over here. So all the best, and once again welcome to TMB.
Thank you, ma'am, for showering such vast knowledge on us. Your words will for sure lead us to greater heights. Thank you once again, ma'am. Now, we request LTIP Kharghar faculty and students to move for offline session by Dr. Vinita Khanvilkar, and LTIPA student for the offline session by Dr. Dayanand Kannur.
We are now pleased to introduce our next guest speaker, Dr. Dayanand Kannur sir, Professor, Indira College of Pharmacy, Pune. Sir has more than 21 years experience in pharmaceutical teaching and research. Dr. Kannur sir is currently working as Professor Department Pharmacognosy and Phytochemistry. He is also a member, Board of Studies Pharmacognosy at Savitribai Phule, Pune University, and NAC IQAC Coordinator. Sir has made significant contributions to the field of pharmacy with an impressive portfolio that includes 1 patent, 7 invited talks, and 2 chapters published in international books. In addition, he has authored 18 research papers and presented over 30 posters at various academic conferences. As a mentor, Dr. Kannur sir has guided 12 M Pharmacy, 32 B Pharmacy, and 16 PharmD students on projects under Savitribai Phule, Pune University. His research has been supported by a generous grant of 4.4 lakhs from the university. Dr. Kannur's talk will focus on the various career opportunities available within the pharmaceutical industry, ranging from research and development to clinical trials, regulatory affairs, and sales, among others. This session will provide a comprehensive overview of the diverse avenues available in the field of pharmacy. I request Dr. Kannur sir to start the session. Please.
So, very good morning to one and all. And it's a great privilege and a great honor to be on this dais of Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapith's Lokmanya Tilak Institute of Pharmacy. At the beginning itself, I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Meenakshi Devdhar Madam, to Dr. Director Dr. Pranati Tilak, and Dr. Meera Deshmukh Ma'am for giving me this opportunity to talk to you all. I won't say I'm going to address you all because it will be boring. Addresses are boring, isn't it? So let's have a dialogue, let's talk. Mind it very well, I'm not going to ask you many questions because that is something which you are allergic to. We also went through that phase. Okay. So let's try to just go through this is probably too far, so it's not working from here. Probably the range is not. All right, so you will just have to jump as I move ahead. So guys, I would also like to congratulate you all at the beginning for choosing pharmacy as a profession. All right. Though it might be incidental, it might be accidental, it might be inadvertently not planned, all right, whatever it could be. But you people are now going to be professional, what? I'm not able to listen. What? Pharmacists, right? And guys, remember, a pharmacist is a person who is a multi-talented, multifaceted, multilinguistic person and doing many multi-talented jobs at one time. All right. So it's a multi-profiling which is very much essential. Yeah. So now at the beginning, my talk will be divided into 3 parts. First, we will discuss about the healthcare scenario of India because pharma is an integral part of healthcare. Then we will be talking about the Indian pharmaceutical industry, and then we will be discussing about the career opportunities, what all are available to you once you complete this course, and ultimately the most important part will be the last talk, where I would like to just imbibe upon you as to how you can do the best. All right. So guys, can you tell me why you all are here? Can someone tell me why you are here? Sir, we have given our 12th, we gave the CET, we got some marks, we were not able to crack NEET, and then ultimately something happened and we filled the CET form, and after we got rejected in engineering. I did not like math, so I am just here. I selected biology, and hence, sir, मेरे को मालूम नहीं था, मेरा दोस्त आ गया तो मैं भी आ गया, right? So this could also be one of the reasons, yes. Guys, but remember, all the career pathways, whichever are selected, probably are not by choices. There are very few percentage of students who have got an ample opportunity to choose something with a choice. Don't have any ill feelings about it. It is part and parcel of life. All right, man proposes and God disposes. This is the universal truth. All right. So, just try to understand that three important factors of any career growth is you should have growth, you should have success, and ultimately there should be profits out of the career opportunity. All right. So growth in the form of your different educational qualifications, your different designations, what you will be availing after joining some portfolios. Success is something which is very much dependent upon your degrees and your hard work. Success is no shortcut business. If you have to be successful, lot much amount of pains have to be put in. Try to understand this. And remember, nowadays there is a big agenda, online agenda, to show that all the dropouts, all the 10th failures, all the people from various different, downtrodden backgrounds are multi-billionaires, right? You take an example of Mark Zuckerberg, you take an example of Apple King, right? So these people, they are showing that they are not graduates, but guys, try to understand, they are one amongst billions, all right? Maximum people have gained or are working, these all companies are achieving huge things because they are having employees who are extremely qualified and they are having very good degrees with them and they are talented, all right? So please try to understand that to achieve this, you need to have a vision, you need to have passion, and you need to work upon few basic things. So guys, can someone tell me what is this peak of? This picture is of what? The most controversial bullet train, isn't it? But guys, remember, it is the best, it is the fastest thing in India right now or globally to move ahead. So any career in healthcare is like a bullet train. All right, there are different opportunities, different avenues, but career opportunities or career growth in healthcare is like moving in a bullet train. Now coming to the Indian healthcare scenario, I'm sharing with you a few of the numbers, all right. So Indian healthcare scenario stands to approximately 372 billion, all right, in 2023, and it is providing a job opportunity to 7.5 million people, right? It's a huge opportunity, okay? And it is also going to create another 2.7 to 3.5 million new technical jobs. Why this is important? Because here is where you are going to have some space to grow and work, all right? Then if you can see this, these are the numbers. Indian hospital market was valued at approximately 98.98 billion, that is approximately 100 billion, all right? And it is projected to grow with an 8% annual compounded annual growth, okay, great. And then the telemedicine and all these factors, these are all branches of the healthcare industry. Now guys, try to understand, in 1950, the average life expectancy was something around 35 years. And right now it has reached up to 70.4. And by 2100, probably we are not going to be there. Few of you might be lucky enough to see that number. The expected life expectancy will reach to 82 years. What does that mean? That means there is going to be large amount of geriatric population. All right. If there is large amount of geriatric population, you have to take more care. You have to take more care, then there are going to be nutraceuticals, there are going to be medicines. 60% of the Indian population is going to be hypertensive, is going to be on diabetes and everything. All right. So what does that mean? That means pharma is going to have a great business, right? And as if the profession or the industry has got great business, people working in it are going to have a great opportunity. All right. So next, you can just go through this. I'm not going to read out all the things. Now, there are certain advantages of the Indian healthcare system. You can see over here. There is a strong demand. Then there are attractive opportunities. There is rising percentage of manpower, and there is a great policy support. All right. Indian government probably in the last couple of 10 years, we are doing wonders in healthcare. All the government initiatives like Ayushman Bharat and these things are trying to provide good healthcare to the masses. Okay. Healthcare has been there in existence unless and until Indian healthcare system is a very strong and a very good system. That is the only reason why India has got a huge population and we are surviving. Though in the COVID years, we were able to do wonders because we have got a very fantastic healthcare system. All right. Next. Now these are other advantages. There is a strong demand. There is attractive opportunities, rising manpower and policy. As I told you, these are the details of it. I would share the presentation to all of you. You can go through it. Just be confident that why I am telling you this, the big why I asked you at the beginning, that why, the answers lie over here. You are here to serve humanity. All right. Pharmacy as a profession is a part of healthcare, and you are going to make people healthy, live longer, and they are going to have a good support system in the form of a pharmacist in you. एक प्रश्न विचारू का तुम्हाला सांगा, मराठी येतं का तुम्हाला? मला जरा सांगा रे, माणूस आजारी पडतो का नाही? तुम्ही सगळे आजारी पडलात का नाही? You all have been ill at some time or other? Yes? So how did you get cured? You visited a doctor and you got cured? Or the medicines cured you? ऐकू नाही आलं मला थोडं. It is the medicines which cure us. All right. I have got very great respect for the medical fraternity. असं काही नाही आहे. But the thing is that it is the medicines who actually cure. It was the vaccine, as rightly told by Tilak ma'am. The vaccines which were produced in Pune to a great extent have saved humanity during the COVID years. All right. So, guys, we are here to serve the people. All right. Next. Now, here you can see this. These are the different segments of healthcare, and 20% of the healthcare system is dependent upon the pharmaceuticals, whereas 60% from the hospitals, 10% diagnostics, 10% medical devices. So if we combine pharmaceuticals and medical devices, nowadays medical devices are also part of our segment. All right. So it comes to 30%. It's a big chunk. Guys, तुम्ही म्हणले काय आकडे सांगताय sir? अरे, this is the opportunity, guys. This is where you are going to have a good scope. Yeah? Right? So, and in probably what is being projected is by 2032, it will rise to approximately something around, say, 670 billion US dollar industry. All right? Next. So, these are the different graphs. You try to understand that in the fiscal year of 23-24, the total expenditure is expected to rise significantly from the previous year. We were spending around 72,000 crores, and in 1 year we have reached to 79 crores. That is a rise of approximately 8,000 crores. All right, it's a big thing. Next. Now, if you can see this chart specifically tells as to from where the medicines come and what is the impact globally. All right. You can see that ours is the only country and China which are approximately more than, how much percentage it is? 13%? Sorry, 3.5%. All others are between 1 to 7% or 1.5%. Okay. So China and India are the global leaders in medicine. All right. Now what are medicines? Medicines are all dosage forms. All right. These dosage forms are the ones which you are going to prepare. It could be tablets, it could be injectables, it could be and your liquid orals, whatever it could be. All right. Next. Now remember, just read this. The person who is sitting is very much annoyed with the healthcare system. He says, my doctor told me to avoid an unnecessary stress, so I didn't open his bill. Isn't it a fact? Yes. The reason is, right now we are focusing upon illnesses. And this, whatever focus is there, it is going to shift to wellness. And you are going to be an integral part in creating this balance between illness to wellness. If, as rightly told by ma'am, she spoke so nice about you that if you keep on regular practicing or doing exercises, following good regime, healthy regime, that all things will help you to remain well. All right. Illness is inevitable, agreed. But wellness is by choice. All right. Next. So guys, here this graph depicts how these are the different eras. In 1900, the traditional era was formulating and dispensing drugs derived from natural sources. Then the scientific era came, then the clinical era came, and 1990 onwards, we have entered into the pharmaceutical care era. All right. Pharmaceutical care, counseling. Now, clinical pharmacists are an integral part of the healthcare system. Nowadays, in India also, the role of clinical pharmacist has, it is very big, and doctors are now consulting clinical pharmacists to have a rational prescription. That's a big achievement for all the pharmacists. All right. Next. So earlier we saw something which was a bullet train pic, right? Here what it is? It's a flight. All right. So remember, pharmaceutical industry and career in pharma is like catching a flight, which is the fastest. You can rise, you can achieve and reach to the topmost avenues through the pharma profession. Okay. Next. So pharmacy is a profession which deals with inventing, designing, manufacturing, marketing, advertising, dispensing and selling of medicines, and I've purposely added the word cosmetics. Why? Because nowadays even boys are using cosmetics here. Girls is a secondary, it is a common thing. But the male cosmetics segment has gone up. Fair and handsome. Right or not? अरे तमिळनाडूत सगळ्यात जास्ती खपतंय, isn't it? So guys, this all are marketing gimmicks. Fine. But try to understand that cosmetics is an integral part, and again cosmetics is part of the pharmacy profession. Okay? So, what is pharmacy? Basically guys, remember, फार्मसी म्हणजे फार्मिंगशी आपला काही संबंध नाही. तुमच्यापैकी कितीतरी जणांना असं कधीतरी विचारलं जाईल, तुम्ही गावाकडे वगैरे गेल्यावर, काय करतो रे भाऊ, कुठं घेतली ॲडमिशन? मग तुम्ही म्हणला फार्मसीला घेतली. अरे काय शेतीवाडी सगळी विकली तुझ्या वडिलांना, तू काय करणार फार्मिंग करून? देर आर पीपल हू विल आस्क यू दिस. बट गाईज प्लीज ट्राय टू अंडरस्टँड, इट हॅज गॉट नथिंग टू डू विथ फार्मिंग. इट इज अ प्रोफेशन विच डील्स विथ द मेडिसिन्स. ऑल राईट. So it is a profession which is different between a cloth and a drug. It's a drug store. All right. Drug store is not a shop. All right. किराणा मालाचं दुकान वेगळं and pharmacy is a different story. It's a scientific profession. It is one of the best and the most grounded scientific profession. And it is a professional practice which is governed by laws. All right? Guys, try to understand, this is the most regulated market. Our profession is the one which has got highest number of clauses, laws and everything. Okay? You people will have drug regulatory affairs, you will have jurisprudence. Please take that seriously. Drugs and Cosmetics Act, Pharmacy Act, these all acts, whatever are there, these are very crucial because you enter into any segment, these are the integral part, you should be very much well aware of it. Okay? Next. So medicines are like an umbrella, useful but not always necessary, right? रोज छत्री घेऊन हिंडतो का आपण? So you need not carry, unless and until you have got a chronic disease, you need not consume drugs every day, isn't it? It's like a food, but if you eat much more amount of food, it is again troublesome. Like that, the drugs have to be taken in proper doses. It's like an apple will not keep forever fresh and it needs a proper storage. Television, medicines cannot be a substitute to a healthy lifestyle, as I told you. Exercise and other things are very much crucial. All right? Games. In games, you follow rules or not. So the same thing applies in pharma. You have to have good rules. You have to follow the laws and regulations very strictly. Right from your syllabus, your studying, completion of journals, submission of assignments, continuous assessments. बापरे केवढा श्वास घ्यावा लागला. Right? So these all things are very much crucial. All right? And one most important thing. काडीपेटी माहिती का काडीपेटी? काडीशी खेळतो का आपण? Do we play with matches? No. You have to be very cautious. Drugs and medicines are not there to be played with. All right? And it's like electricity. Requires a professional expert knowledge. All right? You all are going to be the experts. You all are going to have that professional knowledge and you are all going to serve and help the community. All right? Because, guys, try to understand, I don't know how many have changed the fuse of your house. माहिती आहे का घरामध्ये फ्यूज असतो, तो उडतो, काय असं तुमच्या जनरेशनला माहितीच नाही आता हे सगळं. राईट? प्लगमध्ये वायरला कुठेतरी, दिस ऑल रिक्वायर्स अ प्रोफेशनल नॉलेज. ऑल राईट? इलेक्ट्रिशियन इज अ व्हेरी complicated system. Similarly, pharmacist also is a very big complicated system. And shoes, each one of us has our own, isn't it? Yeah? So these are the qualities of medicine. Next. Now you all know this, I need not explain the pic, but this is how we used to see a pharmacy since our childhood. And you people have also seen a pharmacy like this. But guys, this is the future. All right? And nowadays also, right now also, there are few pharmacies in and around Pune where you can get this feel. All right? Next. Remember this profession has got tremendous scope and sky is the limit. All right? Are you convinced that you are in the right place? Yes or no? अजून नाही, थोड्या वेळाने व्हाल कन्व्हिन्स. पुढे मी तेच करायला आलोय. राईट? नेक्स्ट. So guys, where do the drugs come from if we study this? 57 of the new drugs come from US, 13% from Switzerland. Switzerland is such a small country, smallest of all. All right, but 13% drugs are new drugs innovations are done in Switzerland, 9% from Japan, 8% from UK and 6% from Germany and France. This is the global scenario. All right. What about India? Highest population, 1.5 billion. What about this? Are we doing anything on this front or not? Shouldn't we do something about it? Don't you feel our name should reflect in this pie graph? Yes or no? Who will do that? असं म्हणू नका सर तुमचं काम आहे तुम्ही करा. No guys. It's you people, it's your interest, it's your efforts which is going to place us into this race. All right. So these are the different molecules which have been developed based on different categories. You can see that. Next. So coming to the global pharma companies, all right, which are the top 10 pharma companies? Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, AbbVie, Merck and Company, Roche, Sanofi, AstraZeneca, Novartis, Bristol Myers Squibb, and GSK. When we were the students, GSK was number one globally. We have always had a very different sort of affection for Glaxo, all right, because Sandoz was their product, and most of the calcium tablets were of Sandoz, which used to come, and most of, probably ma'am would also agree to this, Sandoz was a very regular OTC product available in most of the houses, all right. So guys, these companies, you can see this, they are having their trades into billions of US dollars, okay. I want to ask you one simple question. How many of you take medicines? Is there any person sitting over here who doesn't take medicine? असं आहे का कोणी इथे? All of us take medicines? Agreed? How many of you read from which company that drug belongs to? How many of you rotate the strip and see which is the company like? What is the company's name? Good, there are two hands. बाकी सगळेजण असेच घेता का गोळी काढता पाण्याबरोबर घेऊन टाकता? हां? एवढे अनाडी आपण? Guys, it is our duty. Remember this. You should be aware of the company, you should be aware of the generic name of the drug, you should be aware of the expiry date. All right, this is very crucial because if you have to have an ethical practice, these things need to be practiced very well. And who is going to start the practice? It's we, the pharmacists, right? Next. So, coming to the Indian pharmaceutical sector, there is a person known as Richard Guster from US who says, the Indian pharmaceutical industry is a success story, providing employment for millions and ensuring that essential drugs are at affordable prices and are available to the vast population of this subcontinent. I won't say to the subcontinent, we can say to the globe. All right. So we are the pharmacy of the world. The COVID era has proven that we can supply the drugs to the entire globe. And as ma'am was taking the name of serum, guys, we really should be proud that every fifth child on this planet has a vaccine manufactured in India and in Pune by Serum. All right, that is the expanse what we have reached out to. All right. So Indian pharmaceutical industry, earlier I talked about the global health industry. So we are a 50 billion industry right now. We are third largest by the production of volume and 14th by value. Asa ka bara? We are the third in volumes. All right, but we are 14th in the value. Why? Because we do not produce costly drugs. We produce good drugs but sell it at a cheaper rate. We have got DPCO, all right, Drug Pricing Controlling Authority, all right. So these agencies do not allow profit making, all right, because we have to cater to lot much amount of poor people, all right. Then export value around 26.5 billion in the year 23-24. Major products, generic drugs, bulk drugs, over-the-counter drugs, vaccines, biosimilars and biologics. Growth projection expected to reach 130 billion by 2030. So by the time you people pass out, that will be the amount of the quantum of Indian pharmaceutical industry reaching to 130 billion. Right now we are 50 billion. So we are talking about nearly doubling in the next 5 years. Yeah? Next. So important aspects of the Indian pharmaceutical industry. Cost competitiveness. We can produce cheaper drugs of good quality, but because we have got lower labor costs and we have got efficient manufacturing processes which enable us to produce affordable drugs. All right. You come to Pakistan. All right, not go very far off. Pakistan drugs prices are nearly 3 times of what we have got. All right, how far is Pakistan? One of the nearest country. I'm not going to US, I'm not going to any European country, all right. If kerosene is 7 rupees in India, in Pakistan, it amounts to 21 rupees per tablet. Why this rise? Because they are exporting maximum, they are importing the drugs and we are exporting. We are manufacturing, all right. That is our strength, all right. Then regulatory compliance, the increasing number of US FDA approved plants in India, production across various therapeutic categories, and major exports to US, Europe, Japan, and Australia. Next. So you can see this. There are different types of categories of the drugs which are produced, and remember the compounded annual growth of Indian pharmaceutical industry is approximately around 12.2%. So individual segments, they can grow by around 18%, which is a huge number. Okay, next. So just this is the latest data available. We have been able to export approximately around 27.82 billion in the financial year of 24, April, March, and stands at US dollars 14.42 billion in the April to September financial year of 25. So we are rising, and India is a major export hub of pharma drugs. All right, next. So this all we have discussed. We have got a great amount of exports to US, Europe, Japan, and Australia. Then pharma companies are among the most competitive in the evolving generic space and North America and the entire globe. Then we have got strong presence in anti-infective and antiretrovirals, leadership position in many therapies and segments, and significant biologics. Because as we are talking about vaccines, that is where we play a crucial role. Next. Low cost of production, low R&D and cost of innovative scientific manpower, world-class national laboratories we have. In Pune itself we have got NCL, isn't it? Yes or no? Are you aware that Pune has got a national chemical laboratory? Kuthe vara? Where is it located at? Can anyone tell me? It is located at Pashan. Kuthe Pashan? Banerche ite Pashan. Next. Okay. So these are the different factors or the growth drivers of Indian pharma industry. Next. Now you can see this. We are leading into the cardiac drugs, gastrointestinal drugs, anti-infective drugs, anti-diabetic drugs, vitamins and respiratory. But the highest ratio, the biggest chunk is in the cardiac drugs. All right. That means our hearts are not in a good condition. Why? Junk food, lifestyle disorders, and bad eating habits, and lack of exercise, having bad amount of sedentary lifestyle. Okay. So we have to work upon this. Now these are the top 10 companies in India. Next. You can see this. Sun Pharma, Divi's Labs, Cipla, Torrent Pharma, Dr. Reddy's, Zydus, Lupin, Mankind, Aurobindo and Alkem. Yeah, these are the top 10 Indian pharma companies. Now, aren't you surprised? There was a different list of companies which were globally number 10, and none of them are reflect over here. Why? Because it is our strength. We are not allowing them to import drugs. We are self-reliant, and hence India does not depend on any outside support. All right, we are extremely self-reliant. We are having full capacity to take care of our population, and we are doing wonders. Next. So these are the different places where you can see different companies having their plants. So we are spread out throughout India, having different company, different plants, and they are doing wonders. Next. So I think we have discussed this, why India, skilled scientists, technicians, management personnel, and at affordable cost. So where do you fit in over here? Do you fit in this class? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are yes or no? Are you not going to be the skilled scientists? Will you not like to be the skilled scientists? Yes or no? Okay. Next. एक मिनिट जरा मागे जा बघू. अजून मागे. अजून एक मागे प्लीज. Sorry, I am just missing out on something. Probably in पुढच्या स्लाइडला असेल. Let's go down. Next. So there are 32,000 pharmaceutical companies in India. Total employment approximately around say 3,40,000 people are there. 4 lakh doctors and 3 lakh pharmacists. All right. And in 1980 we were 0.3 billion, and in 2024 we are 50 billion, and by 2030 how much we are projecting to? 130 billion, right? So that's a big shift where there are going to be huge opportunities to all of you. Next. So India has got highest number of US FDA plants outside USA. All right. So guys, try to understand, we are the best because we are having good facilities. We have got good manpower. All right. Next. एक minute, just this slide. Can you click on that? I'll just show a small clip.
Now here's a topic that's easy to swallow. How drug companies make the pills we take. It's a carefully monitored process in which quality control is paramount.
It's running, boss.
Stand by. We're going to give you a taste of your own medicine, or at least what goes into making it.
So this is the pharmaceutical manufacturing process.
Medications are essential in the treatment of illnesses. It begins by a grinding process, where the active ingredient in a tablet or pill is
Can we have little bit sound?
The quantity of the ingredient needed to be ground is transported to the dryer in this container. Like all the other equipment, this container is made of stainless steel, so as not to contaminate the product. The temperature of the dryer and the airflow are programmed with this interface. The granulation has to be dried at around 100 or 120 degrees before being shaped into the desired tablet form. Molding of the pills is done by this press, which crushes the powder. The press exerts a pressure varying between 2 and 5 tons. Here's how the molding is done. The press magazine distributes the powder in molds made of steel discs. 2 stampers, one above and the other below, crush the powder and form the pill. Here the press operates at full capacity. It can produce 5,000 pills per minute. Quality testing is carried out on 5 pills every 15 minutes. Their hardness is verified with this apparatus, in which jaws crush it with a force varying between 0.3 and 3 psi, or pounds per square inch. The pills must now be coated so that they won't crumble. A coating solution made of water and coloring pigments is used. This is the coating unit. It can hold 350 pounds of pills. 3 plastic tubes strategically positioned will spray the solution onto the pills in motion. The quantity of dry pills to be coated is put into the unit. Then the door of the coating unit is carefully closed. A drum turns inside the unit, tumbling the pills. Then nozzles spray the solution in the form of a mist that quickly dries, preventing the pills from sticking to one another. This spraying operation lasts 40 minutes. Here we can compare pills. On the left are those made only of powder, while on the right are the spray-coated ones. The finished pills move down a chute to enter a counter prior to filling bottles. They are lined up in grooves to make filling easier. The quantity of pills to be placed into bottles is controlled by this automated unit connected to the counter. In this instance, 500 pills are poured into each bottle. This plant also makes capsules, where the ingredient is not crushed but encapsulated in a gelatin casing. The distributor places the two halves of the capsules in the proper position for filling, with the wider half situated above. The top and bottom portions of the capsule are separated. The lower half is then filled with powder. When well filled, the two halves of the capsule are joined together. The completed capsules are then ejected from the filling unit. Then, via centrifugal force, they are positioned for the packaging process. The weight of each capsule is verified by this counter. Each capsule must have the precise weight. The final step is packaging. A sheet of transparent PVC is heat embossed, forming an impression to receive capsules. Then, a pre-glued aluminum foil sheet is adhered to the back side, sealing everything in. This plant turns out millions of pills and capsules every year.
So guys, this is how our pharma industry works. This is where drug manufacturing takes place. What we have seen only two dosage forms, one is a tablet and another is a capsule. So it's a very sophisticated facility and complying with all the good manufacturing practices. All right. So guys, try to understand that these are again few more statistics. You will say, sir, किती statistics आणलेत राव? म्हणजे काय आम्हाला फक्त आकडेच कळतात त्याच्यात. All right. But guys, try to understand 2.7 million jobs created directly and indirectly. That is where your interest should lie into. Okay. So you are going to be the responsible pharmacists. You are going to be the responsible professionals who are going to create different sort of, you are going to work into different pharma companies, and then sky is the limit for you. Next. So guys, try to always remember this, that pharmacists are overeducated but underutilized. Why? We know everything. How many subjects you are going to study in your next 4 years? Do you know? 28 subjects you will be studying. Pharmacy has got the highest amount of credits, 208 credits. NEP prescribes only 160 to 170 credits. This is the only professional course which has got highest number of credits. Okay, that is the workload of every faculty who is going to carry out this burden of training you, of converting you, of transforming you. Okay, so guys, you are going to have immense knowledge. But as we saw one slide earlier, all right, we saw one slide where India was not depicting in that slide. Which, can someone tell me in which slide we saw that India is not there? Not top 10, it was about the drug discovery. Yes, innovation and drug discovery is very crucial. Next. So this is a myth that pharmaceutical industry does not create cures, but they create customers. It's not like that. We are here to create cures. All right. We have created cures. Unless and until cures were there, vaccines would have not been in place, new drugs would have not in place. I don't know how many of you are aware that Pune is having some sort of a disease right now, and many people in the Sinhagad Road area are quite under a panic mode. But remember, the IgM, the immunoglobulins, are creating wonders, and probably they are curing that disease. All right. Again, that IgM is a product of pharma industry. Yes. Please next. So we have got ample opportunities. So even in future, India is going to play a very vital role in clinical research and clinical trials. You can see this right now in 2023, approximately 2.5 billion, and by 20, I'm not able to see the numbers, by 2030 it will be 3.37 billion investment in the clinical trials. All right. Can someone tell me what are clinical trials? Are you aware? If I give you mud, माती मी तुम्हाला दिली आणि सांगितलं हे ड्रग आहे, तुम्ही घ्याल का? का? You need to prove it is a drug. Yes or no? It needs to be evaluated. It needs to be accessed. It needs to be tested. So those all things are done in your clinical trials. All right. Next. Innovation is a critical part of pharma industry, and you all, most of you sitting over here, are going to participate in this innovative process. You will be doing your M.Pharms, and in your M.Pharm projects, you will do something which is very much innovative and something new. All right. Next. Remember, guys, there are thousands of ideas. All right. Every idea doesn't click, but whatever clicks, it works. So you should have good amount of patience. You all should have an aim to work into the innovation R&D sector, because that is the only way we will be able to reach out to the global level of new drug development. All right. Next. So these are the research and development investments. The highest amount of research and development investment is done in pharmaceuticals and biotechnology sector. That means there is huge amount of money. Yes or no? Do you know which is the most important vitamin? Can someone tell me which is the most important vitamin? B12? Someone told me vitamin B12. Anyone else? Come on, you are all pharma students, you have cleared your 12th exams. Which is the most important vitamin? B1? Guys, the most important vitamin is vitamin M. That amounts for money. Remember this. Never forget this. You are here to study, you are here to learn, because you have to have good jobs. You have to have good jobs because you have to earn good money. Right? So, without money, other things are futile. Next. Next. So my question to you all is, now earlier in the first slide I asked you why you have joined. Now probably you might have come to a conclusion, sir, yes, we are here with a purpose. Yes or no? Don't you feel you have got a purpose now? What is the purpose? Sir, 15 मिनिटात लेक्चर संपेल, डबा खायचा आहे आम्हाला, हाच आमचा पर्पज आहे आता. Right? So it's not like that, guys. You have got a defined, very crucial role in the healthcare sector in the field of pharmaceuticals. Next. So after your B.Pharm, what all things you can do? Either you can go for higher education, or you will be doing some or other job. Yes or no? Right? So if you complete, you are going to complete, I am confident about it, no apprehensions about it. So once you complete your B.Pharm, you have got so many other options of going for higher education. You can do your MBA, you can do your MS, you can go for PharmD, and you can do your M.Pharm. Alright? So what after M.Pharm? You can do your PhD. Even after your MBA and MS, you can do your PhD. PhD is very valuable, guys. Aim to do that, because that only will help us to rise into the innovation and R&D sector. All right. So in which all branches you can do your M.Pharm? You can do in pharmacognosy and herbal drug industry, herbal drug technology, pharmaceutical analysis, pharmacology, pharmacy practice, regulatory affairs, pharmacochemistry, pharmaceutics, and pharma biotech. These all branches are very much available to do your post-graduation. All right. So how many of you wish to do your post-graduation after completion of degree? Raise your hands. So that's a good number, ma'am. That's a very good number. Yeah. So guys, how do you do that? B.Pharm झालं, डिग्री PG ला ॲडमिशन मिळते का आपल्याकडे? काय करावं लागतं? Exactly, you have to crack GPAT. And now, luckily, with the God's grace, Pharmacy Council of India started stipend also once again. Earlier, it was not there. 2 batches of support out of it. All right. So you'll get a good amount of stipend, but please prepare for GPAT. Okay. So GPAT is very important. Okay. And for MBA, how do you get an admission? CAT and Maharashtra State CET is there. Yes. So you have to prepare well for that. You need to have good amount of aptitude. All right. And you try to understand one basic thing. If you have to be in the competition for next 30 years, do you want to be in the competition for next 30 years? Yes or no? Yes or no? अरे बाबा, करिअर अजून सुरू व्हायचं तुमचं 4 वर्षांनी, त्याच्या पुढे 25 वर्ष तरी काम करणार का नाही? Right? So then you need to have a post graduation, because your competitors will be having postdocs also. All right. So please aim to have higher education. Next. So now coming to the job opportunities in pharmacy. Now the left side what you are seeing are the traditional branches. When we completed our B.Pharm, we had only these much amount of options. M.Pharm and B.Pharm के बाद में इतना ही था हमारे लिए. Production, marketing, R&D, quality control and assurance, hospital, clinical pharmacy, community pharmacy, regulatory affairs, and academics. That was the only options available 20 years back. All right. But now it has changed. And you can see the right column. You have got good opportunity. Now remember, there is a big change. A huge change has taken place where the IT and pharma have amalgamated together. There is a huge demand for pharma people in IT, because all the healthcare software domains and everywhere they need technically sound people. They need people with good amount of anatomy, pharmacology, knowledge. All right. So these new avenues are very promising along with the old avenues. Pharmacovigilance, clinical data management, then insurance and underwriting. All right. Insurance sector is one of the most promising ones. Right now in our college, for the placements, what I am seeing is maximum placements are taking place in insurance. The PharmD students and B.Pharm, they are having red carpets and good amount of packages also. Companies like Kotak, SBI Life, they all have been on our campus for placements. In PV and CDMA, all like TCS, LabCorp, you name the company and they are having, even like Accenture, these all big multinational IT companies are having good positions, and you have got a good scope. Data analytics, medical coding, medical writing, pharma advertising, another aspect. All right. Then product management and even pharma job placements. You will say, what is this? I was also very much surprised when the job placement agencies approached us and they wanted pharma people to be recruited into their companies. I said, what these people will do? They said, we don't know anything about your branches. We don't know anything about your strengths. So we need technical people who can convince the companies to take an XYZ person. So that is also an avenue where these sort of job opportunities are there. All right. Individually, entrepreneurship, opening a pharmacy, starting a manufacturing unit, doing many things in your own capacity as distributors, wholesalers, retailers are always possible. All you need to have is a license. You need to be a registered pharmacist first, and then no one can stop you. All right. By the way, can you tell me how many pharmacies are there in India? Total pharmacies. Can someone tell me? Any idea anyone has? How many of you read newspapers? Not a single guy is raising the hand. This is pathetic. Guys, you do not read newspapers? You follow X handle? Insta पर तर रील बघताच रे तुम्ही, माहिती आहे मला. That is not going to add any value addition. Guys, at least follow X. Because you should be aware what things are happening where. LinkedIn profile तरी किती आहे तुमच्या जणांची? That is something, having some solace. Thank you. But guys, please follow X. Today is the 75th birthday of Mr. Jagannath Shinde, known as Appa Saheb Shinde, who is the president of All India Druggists and Chemists Association. All right. And there is a huge article on this guy who is reached 75 years, who has contributed in the growth of pharmacy profession in India. Nothing related to him. But guys, remember, Indian pharmacies are the face of our profession. The pharmaceutical stores are the face of our profession. Totally all over India, there are approximately around 13 lakh pharmacies. I don't call it as a chemist shop. I don't call it as a drugstore. We have to call them as pharmacies because then we will have some identity. All right. So you all are pharmacists, and that is a pharmacy. Pharmacy is a shop, but nahi. It has to be a pharmacy. All right. So there are approximately around 13 lakh pharmacies. Catering to how much population? 1.5 billion. Still a small chunk, isn't it? Right? Interiors do not have pharmacies. They have to go 5 kilometers to take medicines, 10 kilometers at some cases. So even mobile pharmacies is going to be a big future opportunity for anyone who plans it in a proper manner. Okay. Next. So here again, these things have been very well depicted in the form of chart. Community or retail pharmacy, quality assurance and control, pharmaceutical sales marketing, regulatory affairs and clinical pharmacy, pharmacy education, hospital clinical pharmacy, production and manufacturing, research and development, pharmaceutical training and pharmaceutical technology and systems, formulation development, pharmaceutical packaging, injectables, parenterals, pharma biotech, cosmetics and herbal traditional formulations. Now the last thing, all right? Thanks. The last thing, herbal formulations. Nowadays, though we are in the allopathic era, maximum population is again practicing traditional formulations also. There is a huge rise in practicing Ayurvedic practitioners and people going back to the roots. All right. So even that one sector is opening up with good opportunities. Again, you will have to do M.Pharm in phytopharmacy and phytomedicine or pharmacognosy for that. I am a pharmacognosist, so I promote that to a certain extent. It is a branch which is declining like anything. Another 10 to 15 years down the line, if you people do not make a choice, there might not be even teachers to teach this subject. That's the ground reality right now. Next. So entrepreneurship, you can go through this. Yeah, so here you can see this. Retail, wholesale, repackaging, drug distribution, manufacturing dosage forms, marketing formulations, loan and contract, manufacturing bulk drugs and excipients, public testing laboratory, clinical research organization, pharma journalism and publication, pharma trading, pharmaceutical consultancy, drug information center, and prescription counseling. These many opportunities you can do on your own दिस इज फॉर एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप. मला कोणाच्या हाताखाली काम करायला आवडत नाही, असे पण काही गिराईक असतील, बरोबर आहे की नाही? तसं असेल तर यू हॅव गॉट अ गुड स्कोर. राईट. नेक्स्ट. Now guys, remember this. This is one thing which no one speaks about. But CDSCO is the apex body for approving all the drug formulations and combinations throughout India. And they too have got a hierarchy and there are very good openings in there. So you all, anyone sitting over here, if he or she meets me after the 30 years, and even in a newspaper if I read, probably the newspaper printing might have gone off by that time, because there are not readers right now itself. So digitally, if I am able to read that XYZ person is the Drug Controller General of India, belonging to, who was a student from Tirak Institute of Pharmacy, it will make us really proud of it. All right. So guys, you can aim off these opportunities. You should try and you should put in efforts for that. Okay. So there are drug inspectors, assistant drug inspectors, technical associates and supporting staff, assistant drug controller India, deputy drug controller India, joint drug controller India, and finally the drug controller general of India. He is the ultimate big boss of pharma profession. All right. So guys, aim for this position. Okay. Next. Then some new avenues are there which probably have not been mentioned earlier. So pharma marketing research is another place where you are having huge potential. People need you. Next. Pharmaceutical branding. Nowadays branding is very crucial. Yes or no? You all yourself, you are branding yourselves or not? How do you do that? Insta, Facebook, story, reel. What is this? We are branding ourselves. Yes or no? Right now, after this session, I am going to request ma'am, please photo dena mala maza. I have to put it on my social media, right? This is individual branding, but similarly, social media, digital marketing, these are big avenues, guys, and we need talented people in all these sectors also. Yeah. Next. Another big avenue for you all, patents. Filing patent is a different story, but becoming a patent agent is also a different story. There is a huge need for this because innovation is going in a very big way in India, and we need people who can help in filing the patents. All right. Filing a patent is not an easy task. You need a trained professional for that, but you need not have an attorney for that. So pharmacy people have got good scope in this opportunity also. Next. Now these are the few innovation trends: artificial intelligence, big data analytics, flexible production, precision medicine, additive manufacturing, blockchain, extended reality, real world data, digital therapeutics and curative therapeutics. Startups, there are approximately 1,745 new startups which are coming in this area. All right. मी म्हणत सर हे सगळं कुठं आम्हाला कळेल? रील बघण्यापेक्षा जरा काहीतरी वेगळं बघा. मेक गुड यूज ऑफ इंटरनेट रिसोर्सेस. एकेकाळी भारतामध्ये महाराष्ट्रामध्ये वारकरी होते, आताच्या काळामध्ये सगळे फक्त रेळकरी झाले. ओके. सो गाइज, देयर इज ह्यूज स्कोप, देयर इज ग्रेट पोटेंशियल. ओनली यू हैव टू स्ट्राइव, यू हैव टू पुट इन एफर्ट्स. You please don't bunk your classes. हे जे पुढचे 4 वर्ष आहेत ना, जरा इमाने इदबारे मन लावून अभ्यास केला ना तरच आयुष्यात भलं होणार. शुद्ध मराठीत बोलतोय आणि कानात व्यवस्थित जायला पाहिजे आपण आणि इथपर्यंत पोहोचलं पाहिजे. ठीक आहे. बिकॉज बंकिंग विल गिव्ह यू फन. आता जेवढी तुम्ही मजा कराल तेवढं नंतर रडावं लागेल, आणि आता जेवढे तुम्ही कष्ट घेऊन रडाल तेवढी नंतर मजा करा. कळलं का? एकदम इट्स इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल. काही बाकी प्रॉब्लेम नाही आयुष्यामध्ये. ठीक आहे. नेक्स्ट. सो व्हाय आर वी into this profession? The first slide, you remember, I asked you why, and the answer lies over here. We are here to make a difference. We should be able to contribute to make difference to what? We have to make difference in the people's life, We have to make their lives better. We have to make India a healthy India. We have to make India a well India. All right? Yes or no? Do you agree to this? All right. Next. How do we do that? Sir, सगळं बरोबर आहे, पण आता मला कंटाळा आलाय. Is it going to help you? You have to be responsible, and responsibility is the crux. Without responsibility, without responsible behavior, without following the norms, without being sincere, it's just not possible. Okay? Next. So guys, I'm just going to go, as I told you, my presentation would be in sections. So I'm going to just speak about the attributes or the virtues which you should have as a professionals. All right? So these are the different virtues of being a good human. And if you are not a good human, you cannot be a good professional. All right? Shortcut, time pass, खोटं बोलणे, लांड्या लबाड्या करणे, शुद्ध मराठीमध्ये बोलायचं, तर असलं फार्मसीमध्ये काही चालत नाही. सरळ आपलं दप्तर उचलायचं आणि निघून जायचं. बिकॉज फार्मसी प्रोफेशन डील्स विथ ह्युमन्स, विल डील विथ लाईव्स. If in a pharmaceutical manufacturing, in one batch of a drug manufacturing, if a small contamination takes place, it can lead to loss of lives of lakhs of people, which is unaffordable. All right? So it's a very responsible profession. You have to do it in a systematic manner. Okay? Next. Be kind, work hard, stay humble, smile often, stay loyal, keep honest, travel when possible, never stop learning, be thankful always, and love. Love all. All right? Love yourself first. All right? Next. So humility is the mother of giants. Please, this needs, we are Indians. आपण सगळे अतिशय चांगल्या घरातून आलेली माणसं आहोत. आपल्या अख्ख्या समाजामध्ये संस्कार नावाची एक खूप मोठी शक्ती आहे आणि त्या संस्कारांच्या आधारावरच भारत आजपर्यंत इथपर्यंत तगलेला आहे. आपल्याला अक्षरशः या ब्रिटिशांनी 75 वर्षापूर्वी कंगाल करून ओरबाडू सोडलं होतं. लिटरली सांगतो, म्हणजे जसं आपल्या एखाद्या एसटी मध्ये एखादा माणूस प्रवासी बसलेला असतो आणि त्याला शेजारचा ठक असतो, त्याला खायला प्यायला घालतो आणि त्याला पूर्णतः सगळा कंगाल करून रस्त्यावर सोडतो ना, तशी परिस्थिती ब्रिटिशर्सनी आपली केली होती. बट वी हॅव रीच्ड टू अ पोझिशन वेअर वी आर नाव एंटरिंग इनटू द डेव्हलपिंग वर्ल्ड. Right? We are not a developing nation, but we are on the verge of being declared as a developed nation with huge amount of economy. Next, thinking is very essential. And first and foremost, talk with yourself. म्हणजे स्वतःची बडबड करणं नाही. आपण आपला विचार नीट करणं, आपण करणाऱ्या कृतीतून त्याचे काय परिणाम होतील याचा विचार करणं आणि माणसाने कृतीशील, जबाबदार कृतीशील असणं हे फार आवश्यक. ओके? A negative mind will never give you a positive life. She made a very important statement that you all as students need to be very open. As teachers, as college administrators, the biggest challenge what we face is your mindset. All right? You need to be positive. Otherwise, it's a hell of a job for us and for your family also. Your parents are the most important thing in your lives, and you are also the most important thing for them. All right? Next, watch your attitude. It's the first thing people will notice about you. Okay? So I told you, humility is the mother of all greatness. So your attitude has to be very positive. You have to be humble. You have to be helpful. All right? So these all virtues, if you imbibe in yourself, remember guys, these 4 years, you have got a lottery period. These 4 years are not again going to come in your lives. These 4 years, you can make it or you can break it. All right? And first and foremost, try to understand, मार्कांचा आणि करिअरचा काही संबंध नसतो. प्रामाणिकपणे सांगतो, there is no relation between scoring or being topmost in the class and having a very good career. It is all this amalgamation which leads to good careers. म्हणजे याचा अर्थ असा नाही की आपण अभ्यास करायचा नाही. तुम्ही आता जाऊन सांगाल बाहेर, त्यांना सरांनी सांगितलं अभ्यासच करू नका. मॅडम परत मला बोलवणार पण नाही. राईट. So excellence is not a skill, it's an attitude. Alright? So please build your attitude in the most professional manner. Next. Sincerity, honesty are the credentials. Okay? You need to be sincere, you need to be honest. आणि एवढ्या गप्पा मारू नको रे इकडे तू. थोड्या वेळात देखतो संपणार आहे. Alright? Sincerity and credentials are very crucial. The merit of originality is not novelty, it is sincerity. तुम्ही जर्नल लिहिताना सिन्सिअरिटी वापरा, कारण त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला पाट्या टाकायच्या नाहीये. You have to properly do it. This is a record keeping which is very crucial for the profession. Okay. Next. Be punctual also, guys. Punctuality, time management is also another very important thing. Next. Remember, guys, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Alright? आज मॅडमने मला इथे बोलवलं होतं. मी एक 10 स्लाइडचं प्रेझेंटेशन करून पण एवढंच बोलू शकलो असतो. पण जे we have to give justice. We have to love. I got an opportunity. This is a very unique opportunity I have got. I have got 100 students in front of me who are the fresh batch of pharmacy. You all are inquisitive. I should make the best out of it. पाट्या टाकल्यासारखं काम करून चालत नसतं माणसं. Alright? So hard work plus dream plus dedication is equal to success. This is very vital. Right? The hard work puts you where the good luck can find you. आपण म्हणतो यार माझं नशीबच करावे. नशीब काही करत नसतं. तुम्ही कष्ट कमी केलेले असतात आणि नशिबावरती तिकीट पडतात. असले धंदे करू. Alright? Next. Success all depends on the second letter. That is what? You, not me. Alright? Success depends upon you yourself. Alright? Success is the result of perfection, hard work, learning from failure, loyalty, and persistence. This is what Colin Powell has said. Alright? This next is the last slide. Finally, exit to be happy, not to impress. There is no path to happiness, but happiness is the path. And the key to being happy is knowing that you have the power to choose what to accept and what to let go. Okay? So these are the wonderful pandas of life. Please follow them, imbibe them, transform yourself. Your name right now, you need to be professionals in the next 4 years. Your entire team is a wonderful team. They are going to help you do that. You are in the best college. The name itself is such a motivating factor. Okay, you are in the Lokmanya Tilak College. Alright? Nothing more can inspire you all. This name itself, every Indian has got immense pride in this name, isn't it? So guys, you have to make the best. Best asas nahi ho. You need to practice. Alright? You need to practice, you need to be dedicated, then only you will be able to achieve your target. So this is the last video I would like to share. Can you please click on the video? नहीं मागे इसे खालती नहीं है.
what does this film tell you about? I love football, yes. But that amount of precision, that amount of expertise cannot be achieved without hard work, hard practice, alright, dedication and passion, alright. So guys, this is the best example of hard work, dedication and passion. That is the reason wherever I go I show this video, because it is something which motivates and has to motivate all of us to do our what? To do our what? अरे जोरात बोला रे. To do our best. Yeah? Fine. So this is I'm at the back end of the session. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to our team also, Team ICP, from where I come. I would say it is as good as my alma mater because I have spent the maximum amount of my career in this institution. And I would like to once again express my sincerest thanks to Dr. Pranati Tirak Madam, then Dr. Deshmukh Madam and Dr. Devdar Madam for inviting me for this session. Thank you all. If you have got any questions, you can ask. I find that's a good thing that you do not have any questions. So I am fully confident that whatever I have told you is beyond questions. You don't have any doubts. All the doubts have been cleared. Thank you all. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir, for such an insightful and enriching session. Your discussion on the varied avenues in the pharmaceutical field will help us students make informed decisions about our future career plans. Now I request Dr. Meera Deshmukh ma'am to present a token of our appreciation to Dr. Kanu sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Now, I request Ms. Ayushi to present the vote of thanks for today's program.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my great honor to deliver the vote of thanks for today's induction program for our new students. First and foremost, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speakers, Dr. Manoj Yadav sir, who spoke about the concepts of drug development, and Dr. Dayanand Kannur sir, who spoke about varied avenues in pharmaceutical field. They have graciously shared their valuable insights with us. Your words have inspired and motivated our students, providing them with a clear vision for the journey ahead. Thank you for your contribution to making this event so special. We are deeply grateful to our Honorable Director, LTIPS, and Campus Director, LTIP, Dr. Pranati Tilak ma'am, for your continued guidance and support. Your leadership is the cornerstone of our institution's success, and we appreciate the direction you provide in every endeavor we undertake. Our heartfelt thanks goes to respected Registrar, LTIPS and LTIP, Dr. Meera Deshmukh ma'am. Your work has been invaluable, and we truly appreciate your dedication. We also extend our grateful thanks to Principal LTIPS Dr. Meenakshi Devdar ma'am and Principal LTIP Dr. Shrutika Patil ma'am. Your guidance helps our institution maintain the highest standard of teaching, and we are privileged to have you at the helm. We would also like to express our gratitude to all the TMV authorities for their constant support in shaping this institution into a center of learning and excellence. A special thanks to all the student volunteers whose enthusiasm and hard work have made today's event a success. Your dedication to helping us create a welcoming environment for our new students is greatly appreciated. To our dedicated student volunteers and the engaged students who participated in this session, Your enthusiasm and involvement have made this event truly special. Sincere thanks to Masscom Department, Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapeeth, who supported with the recording of this program. We also thank our teachers and non-teaching staff for their continued support in organizing this program. Finally, a sincere thank you to everyone who may have been inadvertently overlooked but whose contributions are essential in making this event a success. Once again, thank you to everyone for making today's induction program a memorable and inspiring event. We look forward to an exciting academic year ahead. Thank you. Now we conclude the session. I request everyone to gather here again at 1:30 p.m. after the lunch break. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
On the second letter, that is what? You, not me. Alright? Success depends upon you yourself. Alright? Success is the result of perfection, hard work, learning from failure, loyalty, and persistence. This is what Pandit Bharat said. Alright? This next is the last slide. Finally, exit to be happy, not to impress. There is no path to happiness, but happiness is the path. And the key to being happy is knowing that you have the power to choose what to accept and what to let go. Okay? So these are the wonderful pandas of life. Please follow them, imbibe them, transform yourself. Your name right now, you need to be professionals in the next 4 years. Your entire team is a wonderful team. They are going to help you do that. You are in the best college. The name itself is such a motivating factor. Okay, you are in the Lokmanya Tilak College. Alright? Nothing more can inspire you all. This name itself, every Indian has got immense pride in this name, isn't it? So guys, you have to make the best. Best asas nahi ho. You need to practice. Alright? You need to practice, you need to be dedicated, then only you will be able to achieve your target. So this is the last video I would like to share. Can you please click on the video? नहीं मागे मागे इसे गलती नहीं है So, what does this film tell you about? I love football, yes. But that amount of precision, that amount of expertise cannot be achieved without hard work, hard practice, alright, dedication and passion, alright. So guys, this is the best example of hard work, dedication and passion. That is the reason wherever I go I show this video, because it is something which motivates and has to motivate all of us to do our what? To do our what? अरे जोरात बोला रे. To do our best. Yeah? Fine. So, this is I'm at the back end of the session. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to our team also, Team ICP, from where I come. I would say it is as good as my alma mater because I have spent the maximum amount of my career in this institution. And I would like to once again express my sincere most thanks to Dr. Pranati Tirak Madam, then Dr. Vishnu Madam, and Dr. Devdar Madam for inviting me for this session. Thank you all. If you have got any questions, you can ask. I find that's a good thing that you do not have any questions, so I am fully confident that whatever I have told you is beyond questions. You don't have any doubts. All the doubts have been cleared. Thank you all. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir, for such an insightful and enriching session. Your discussion on the varied avenues in the pharmaceutical field will help us students make informed decisions about our future career plans. Now I request Dr. Meera Deshmukh ma'am to present a token of our appreciation to Dr. Kanu sir. Now I request Ms. Ayushi to present the vote of thanks for today's program.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my great honor to deliver the vote of thanks for today's induction program for our new students. First and foremost, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speakers, Dr. Manoj Yadav sir, who spoke about the concepts of drug development, and Dr. Dayanand Kannur sir, who spoke about varied avenues in pharmaceutical field. They have graciously shared their valuable insights with us. Your words have inspired and motivated our students, providing them with a clear vision for the journey ahead. Thank you for your contribution to making this event so special. We are deeply grateful to our Honorable Director, LTIPS, and Campus Director, LTIP, Dr. Pranati Tirak ma'am, for your continued guidance and support. Your leadership is the cornerstone of our institution's success, and we appreciate the direction you provide in every endeavor we undertake. Our heartfelt thanks goes to respected Registrar, LTIPS and LTIP, Dr. Meera Deshmukh ma'am. Your work has been invaluable and we truly appreciate your dedication. We also extend our grateful thanks to Principal LTIPS Dr. Meenakshi Devdar ma'am and Principal LTIP Dr. Shrutika Patil ma'am. Your guidance helps our institution maintain the highest standard of teaching, and we are privileged to have you at the helm. We would also like to express our gratitude to all the TMV authorities for their constant support in shaping this institution into a center of learning and excellence. A special thanks to all the student volunteers whose enthusiasm and hard work have made today's event a success. Your dedication to helping us create a welcoming environment for our new students is greatly appreciated. To our dedicated student volunteers and the engaged students who participated in this session, your enthusiasm and involvement have made this event truly special. Sincere thanks to Masscom Department, Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapith, who supported with the recording of this program. We also thank our teachers and non-teaching staff for their continued support in organizing this program. Finally, a sincere thank you to everyone who may have been inadvertently overlooked, but whose contributions are essential in making this event a success. Once again, thank you to everyone for making today's induction program a memorable and inspiring event. We look forward to an exciting academic year ahead. Thank you. Now we conclude the session. I request everyone to gather here again at 1:30 p.m. after the lunch break. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.